We've just heard 2 shots, up on Blue Ridge.
We've got a group of poachers.
That means we'll check out Kedrovka River.
Man is the greatest threat to any animal.
Freeze!
It is a total disaster. They have to survive, so we can survive as well.
Two males on ATVs. Our rangers are in pursuit. We'll have to set up a roadblock. Well, I finally made it out on a nice and windy day, and I'm taking the day off. That means that today, I can go kite surfing. Wind's good, with gusts up to 8 or 9 meters. I recently took up kite surfing. I'm learning, but I never seem to have much time. At work, we chase poachers, and here, we chase the wind. I love doing anything that works up the adrenaline. At work, we have to run, walk, ride quad bikes, row boats, and so on. This is exactly the kind of relaxation that I like best. Receiving.
Yevgeny, we have information that poachers have encroached into the northern sector of the park.
I'll contact the task unit and send them over. Keep me posted. So much for my plans. Now I have to get back to work. We have no group alert system, and that makes the inspector's job even more difficult. It means you always end up spending more time tracking. 02, this is 30, over.
30 receiving, over.
We need to go to the northern sector. People have been seen there.
Understood. It depends on the time of year, but usually that means hunters with guns. You have spare radio batteries?
Yep, they're even charged. Our group's based in Zanadvorovka village. We're all local, so we can pick the guys up in no time at all and get to work quickly. Wait, stop them.
Stop. Turn off the engine. That's it.
Our bikers are getting more cunning these days. They try to escape.
Take off the backpack.
What? We can't ride here?
I need to make sure you have no contraband with you. They were about 1.5 kilometers away from the national park, and they had nothing with them that's prohibited.
Sergei, where are the researchers?
Walking along the path. A new one's arrived. They're showing her around now.
Hello, Ekaterina. We have a few poachers in the park, so get in touch with the inspectors. Tell them they need to monitor the area closely. Also, can you contact the researchers on the radio and warn them?
To all inspectors, who's seen the researchers?
Meeting up with poachers could have unpredictable consequences, especially for girls. Who knows what those guys might have in mind? Walking around the park alone could become quite dangerous for young girls.
Yulia, today's your first time out. Listen to Dina and me. We'll show you around and explain a lot to you. Of course, you won't be able to remember everything, but just try getting used to the place.
I'll try.
Now look, in the forest, the most important thing to have is safety gear. That's a signal flare, like they use in the Navy. Who knows, you could bump into a tiger or bear. Big predators that can be dangerous to people are common in the Primorsky region.
Even if you do see an animal, be sure not to use the flare unless you absolutely have to. Only if it's being aggressive or trying to attack you. It's hard to attract new people to come and work here, even though it's a really idyllic place. But if they're already curious, it's not too difficult to pique their interest. We don't normally have that many newcomers turning up, but when we do our best to pass on to them everything that we know.
Pull it as hard as you can away from you. And don't ever turn it on its side when there's people around.
Both your arms should be kept straight.
Because the fire can reach up to 3 meters high.
Good grief.
So if you were facing someone, they could get seriously burned.
I've basically lived my whole life in the city, so I'm not really accustomed to spending too much time in the forest. I didn't realize I'd have to go out into the country and actually work in the park itself.
So, Yulia, we've almost reached the top. Now let's turn for a moment, take a look around, and then we can carry on towards the top.
Yes, there's an old pillbox nearby.
This place has quite a history. There were battles between Russia and Japan here in the middle of the last century. Lots of military buildings have been here ever since.
After the Battle of Lake Hassan, when our dear neighbors attacked us, we started building fortifications everywhere. You'll often see pillboxes like this.
Listen, my legs are so tired. Do we have far to go?
That's the climb we were showing you.
It's not a high climb, but it's steep.
And why are we going up there?
Because your task for today is to look at the places where leopards live.
They're really there?
Of course. We're now right in the middle of where the leopards like to live.
And what do we do if we actually see a leopard?
You know, actually, meeting a leopard is probably what everyone here dreams of doing. You'd be very lucky, because leopards are very cautious creatures. They keep to themselves, hidden from everyone. To them, hiding is surviving.
We've reached one of the cameras that capture movement. There it is. Now, Gennady, get out carefully. See to it, and we'll have a look at the video.
I'll climb the tree. I'd better get everything out. We wouldn't want to lose anything. I only need a rope for the camera. Climbing trees is easy for me. I'm like a monkey. It's not a problem to climb a tree or chase someone.
Photo and video traps in a national park can be split into two categories. The first are for scientific purposes and are carefully placed where leopards are likely to show up. The second type is for the inspectors, so they can keep a lookout for poachers.
We set the cameras up in trees because when they walk, people normally tend to look forwards and not upwards, like when you drive. We position them at a particular angle so they cover the road. When we drove down the road for the first time, the guys told me, there's a camera up this tree and another up that tree. Can you see them? I looked around and I couldn't see any.
It's probably in video mode.
On video, right?
Yup, there's a motorcycle.
Okay, stop. He went down the road, right?
No, up the road.
Up the road at 11:55.
AM?
Yes.
Looks like a bike from the village. The one up there, remember? You know, we should turn it to the road.
Looks like a Sherpa bike.
Yeah, Sherpa.
That's Sherpa from the village.
We recently got our hands on these cameras and decided to try them out. Sometimes the ground's so dry you can't see any tracks. There's no way of knowing if anyone's been there. But now with the cameras we can see who was there yesterday, who's been there today. Well, let's look further in. Is there anything else after that? Maybe another motorcycle? A leopard?
Almost every trap registers a leopard. You get glimpses of leopard and tiger at the Amber and Gryazhnaya rivers. Faster! My legs and arms are going numb. I climb the tree to take the photo trap down and check the pictures.
Take a look at the previous day.
2 motorcycles going down.
Alexander, let's go, fast.
We've had no contact with the researchers for 4 hours, which is very bad. If we don't hear from them in the next 2, I'll have to send some inspectors to search for them. Have the girls been in touch?
I still can't reach Dina.
This number is not available now.
Yeah, Yelena's not answering either. We have 280 hectares to search. One thing we know is that they were on foot, so they could have gone 20 or 30 kilometers already. Let's hope their radio is still working. 47 to 02 over. 04, 04. 07 is not responding to 02. Ekaterina, keep calling Salmanova. When you get through to her, please let me know.
Wait, stop. Let's go over there. There's a cave that leopards often visit. Here's the cave. Wait here. Yulia, always be really careful with caves. There could be an animal inside, so keep a signal flare handy. You never know what might happen. I'll go and look. Seems to be empty. The temperature in the cave never changes throughout the year, so animals, including our leopards, like to use them in winter to get warm and during the summer to cool down. When it's too hot, they go in and have a rest and get some sleep. Ooh, scratch marks. A leopard was here.
Really? Can I have a look?
Yeah, in this place. They leave their mark and then scratch the ground with their hind legs, the way normal cats do after peeing. When you see footprints or scratch marks, when you sense that lingering smell, you really know that this is all very real. There was a leopard here just about an hour before you. You can smell it, and for all you know, it could still be hiding somewhere nearby, lying there, watching you. It's so exciting. We always keep a record of all markings like this. We draw an imaginary line through the middle of the paw print, and then measure how wide it is. Just about 7.5 centimeters. This means that the paw, the furry part I mean, is somewhere around 10 centimeters. We can go check the photo trap. I'm pretty sure it'll have captured the animal, which means we'll be able to see if this was a male or female leopard. A leopard!
A leopard, a leopard.
July 29th.
July the 29th. That was my first time seeing video of a real live leopard. I've only seen photographs before, but now I've seen a real one.
He's a beauty.
Cool.
A boy.
We haven't seen him on any of the photo traps for 5 years. And now 5 years later, there he is. Hello there, I'm back.
We were browsing through the photos when Gennady shouted down from the tree. 2 motorcycles going down the road. We rushed forward so they wouldn't be able to turn back. We'd only travelled a short distance by the time they reached us. There was nowhere for them to hide. Even if they'd tried to turn back again, we'd still have got them and they'd have fallen off.
Hello. I'm State Inspector Perepelitsyn. You're on land belonging to the National Park. Please dismount your bikes and show me what you're carrying. When did you enter?
Yesterday.
This morning.
everything out?
Yes, show everything you have. You can keep your food. We're not interested in that. Show us your billy cans. Do you have your documents? Passport? Driving license?
Nothing.
How do you drive without? One of you, get the papers. Two stay here. Villagers often come to the park. It's because they're unemployed. If they had jobs, it'd be easier, but as it is, they have nowhere to go but the woods. I'll wait as long as it takes. If you don't bring the papers, I'll take them to Slavyanka and submit a report. Have no doubt, I really will go to all that trouble. They're saying they just had a picnic at Gryazная River. We sent one of the trespassers back to collect their IDs. That way we can write a report and start a case against them for entering the national park. Apart from public roads, entrance is strictly forbidden, unless you have a valid permit. We'll wait.
Girls, it's time to eat. Let's have a snack and sit down here.
Yes, I haven't eaten for ages.
My God, it felt as though I had absolutely no energy left. Because I wasn't used to working so much, my legs hurt. There was an impossible, almost vertical slope. I clung onto everything I could around me. Branches, trunks. I was scared I'd fall and break my nose.
Well, this might not be the best spot for a picnic, but it's time to eat, and look at the view.
On the menu today, seafood starters.
We have some fish.
Bread and pancakes with jam.
A knife?
Just a second.
You have a knife?
You're surprised like I wouldn't have a knife.
I certainly don't.
Seems like I'll have to share with you.
Share what?
Everything. If we were going to be away for a couple of days, of course we'd need more than just a little bag. Or at least it would have to be a really big one. No, seriously, we take a backpack, and you must be sure to bring an emergency kit with you. Camping gas, a box of matches, and a sharp piece of metal for cutting when you need to.
The fish is delicious. Have you finished, Dina?
Yes.
Call the guys. Tell them we have a new leopard video.
Group 3, over.
No signal here. Yulia, please pass me my phone. Hello, Evgeny. This is Elena Salmanova. We've checked several traps and have a new leopard video.
Where are you now?
Actually, right now, we're at the park border.
Right. Be careful. There are poachers in your area. Be on guard.
Okay, fine.
If you see any people in the video from those traps, will you send me the data straight away by MMS? All right?
Okay, we'll go and check. We'll give you a call.
I'll be waiting. Thank God we found them. Turned out Yelena had a different number.
What did he say?
There are again traces of a group of poachers around here. He's asked us to check it out. Now, let's pack up the food and make a plan. Hearing the word poacher feels like being stabbed in the heart. It really feels awful. You feel a huge wave of sheer indignation, because whatever it is that the poachers are hunting, either in the national park or in southwest Primorsky region, in some way, either directly or indirectly, it has a detrimental effect on the Amur leopard population.
Okay, we're here in this sector. Here's the railway line running past there.
Tracks have been discovered in the northern sector. Today we're going down. We need to visit this part of the reserve and walk along this ridge.
How many kilometers? It looks a long way to walk on the map.
It's 5-6 kilometers, but you can see for yourself it's more when you take the terrain into account.
You mean we have to climb again?
See, there's the mountain all covered in mist.
It will take us something like 20 or 30 kilometers. Plus, we have to walk along the ridge. So let's not lose any time. Let's get our stuff together and go set up camp.
Okay, sure.
Were you at Alduga or higher up?
Yeah, near here.
Here.
In the southern part? Near here? You didn't meet anyone else? No car, nothing?
They came to the woods hoping to get rich.
Yeah, there's no work. We have kids to feed.
So you made $8 in food And the fine's $80. He really brought home the bacon.
Village bikers who are... Well, their wives stay home all day, their kids too. They struggle to get by. They poach because what else do they have to live on? We had a collective farm, a tank base, 2 in fact. It's all gone, they've nowhere to go.
For future reference, pedestrian and vehicular access to the park is prohibited. If you want to make use of the recreational and agricultural areas, you're required to go to Barabash village, where you must submit a written application to our office. They will in turn issue a permit. Why are you turning away? When does your eldest child start school? This year? He'll need school clothes. I'm more worried about that than you are, see? What do I have to do to stop you? Soon there'll be nothing left. Everyone thinks the same, you see? I need something to drink. I need to eat meat. Go and get a cow instead.
There are different types of poacher, but even though I feel sorry for the guys from the local villages, I still try to be stern. I've warned all my friends, if I catch you poaching, you'll answer for it. If you run away, I'll catch you.
Are you able to pay the fine?
I'll borrow the money from somewhere.
So now we're walking along the Kedrovka Leopard Reserve. There are 2 leopards that live in this area. The female, Kedrovka, she's a local celebrity, and a white-legged male called Lord, our second star. And there's also one tiger who particularly likes to be near this road. I'm really happy about the trip today. Through an area where the poachers might have been, it's not just me and the new girl, but also my reliable and experienced colleague, Dina. Ooh, look here. Someone's walked there. You can see a footprint. There's the heel, the toes.
I can't see anything.
It must be a leopard. And that's a human.
It's the scariest beast, Yulia. That's who you should be afraid of.
Look, here's some sand. And it looks like a quad bike followed the animal and ruined the trail. We discovered leopard paw prints on the road, but quad bike tracks had run all over them. It looked as though people trespassing in the area were following the animal. We're seriously concerned. Once we get a bit higher, the mobile phone signal will get better, and we'll have to let the inspectors know about the quad bike.
Hello.
Hello, Evgeny. It's Yelena.
Hello, Yelena.
We checked the area all the way up to the northern sector of the reserve. There were fresh quad bike tracks visible on the road.
I'll send Periplitsin's team to check it out. Meet them up there. Coordinate with the group over the radio.
Base 30.
02 receiving.
Report. Checked River Groznya area. 2 bikers detained. They were searched, revealing no weapons. No banned items.
Our researchers told us about quad bike tracks in the Kedrovka pad area. That means we have to move out to the area and look around as soon as possible. The inspectors have to work out from the footprints where the poachers set up their camp. Then, listening to any shots fired, they have to locate them and follow them so that in the end they can detain the trespassers. Well, I finally made it out on a nice and windy day, and I'm taking the day off. That means that today, I can go kite surfing. Wind's good, with gusts up to 8 or 9 meters. I recently took up kite surfing. I'm learning, but I never seem to have much time. At work, we chase poachers, and here, we chase the wind.
We've just heard 2 shots, up on Blue Ridge.
We've got a group of poachers.
That means we'll check out Kedrovka River.
I love doing anything that works up the adrenaline. At work, we have to run, walk, ride quad bikes, row boats, and so on. This is exactly the kind of relaxation that I like best. Receiving.
Yevgeny, we have information that poachers have encroached into the northern sector of the park.
I'll contact the task unit and send them over. Keep me posted. So much for my plans. Now I have to get back to work. We have no group alert system, and that makes the inspector's job even more difficult. It means you always end up spending more time tracking. 02, this is 30, over.
30 receiving, over.
We need to go to the northern sector. People have been seen there.
Understood. It depends on the time of year, but usually that means hunters with guns. You have spare radio batteries?
Yep, they're even charged. Our group's based in Zanadvorovka village. We're all local, so we can pick the guys up in no time at all and get to work quickly.
Man is the greatest threat to any animal.
Freeze!
It is a total disaster. They have to survive, so we can survive as well.
Two males on ATVs. Our rangers are in pursuit. We'll have to set up a roadblock.